All right, time now for the online brief. It's www.citizentv.co.ke. A reminder that our live stream has DVR capabilities, and that means that you can pause the live stream, you can rewind it in case you miss something at any one given point, and then you can forward back to watch live whenever you want to. Let's take a look at some of the stories our digital team has covered. A story here by Gadoni Jemima. A father gets a life sentence, sad story, for defiling his daughter, and this 40-year-old man has been sentenced to life by a Kapsabet law court after he was found guilty of defiling a minor. Now, he was appearing before a Kapsabet senior magistrate, Caroline Watima, and the accused, who is identified as Nathan Ananda, was charged with defilement and committing incest with his 15-year-old daughter. The story develops, and you can check out that story a little bit later on. Now, different story here, different angle, this time from one Boni Halwale. He says, according to him, Waiguru is clean but being favored. That is the Kakamega Senator Boni Halwale, Dr. Boni Halwale, who is also the chair of the Senate Public Accounts Committee, accusing the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission of crafting the downfall of embattled devolution and planning Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru. Of course, this is a story that has been developing, and this story goes into some of those details as well as reference to other stories that you can keep tabs on, so you can go ahead and check that story out as well. Another story also done by our Maureen Murimi. Senate to decide the fate of Muranga Governor on Friday, which is today. So the Muranga Governor Mwangi wa Iria will know his fate on today, when the Senate will convene a special session to either adopt or reject a report on his proposed impeachment. Now, it's a developing story, and we'll be following that story for you. Illicit brew vendors resurfaced in Meru. Remember, the war on illicit brew took quite a while, and it was the focus of a lot of stories, backlash, accusations, counter-accusations. So illicit brew vendors are back to business. In just a few months, over 20 million after 20 million liters of illegal liquor was destroyed, and many businesses accused of stocking and selling second-hand generation were closed. Now, residents in most parts of Meru, South, and Mara sub-counties have reported an increase in illicit brew outlets despite the government ordering for the closure of such businesses. That story developing there. You can also check out the nitty-gritties of it. 100 families displaced by floods in Mombasa, story that we did for you. It goes in depth here. Ruben Wanyama did a few interviews of the area there. You can see a picture there of what is happening in the villages of Mitsolokani, Mtopanga, Mwakirunge. They have been marooned by floods, forcing them to relocate. So you can take a look at those stories there. Called to present Okoa Kenya signatures next week. It's been a long time we've been hearing about this. So the Secretariat will next week present 1.4 million signatures to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission for verification, to allow it to proceed with the Okoa Kenya referendum to amend the Constitution. Details of that story and how they intend to move forward are over there. Now, let's take a look at some sports news. And Wales boss clashes with Arsene Wenger over criticism on squad selection. Wales manager Chris Coleman has hit out at Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger for criticizing his squad selection and fielding of players. Now, Coleman described Wenger's comments as a cheap shot, saying he should not comment anything about his team, especially since they lost just the other day 5-1. So really, well, okay. I read a quote here. He said, "If I or my medical staff gets no correspondence from a club, that is a green light to play the player." He said that in relation to the selection of the squad. Of course, you're going into a weekend where there'll be a lot of action. So hopefully we'll see great teams like Manchester United winning as always. That's all the time. We had a reminder. The Citizen TV app that has now passed the 100,000 plus downloads on Android is free. You can download it on Google Play Store. You can also download it on App Store to get, you can stream live, you can save stories while online, to read them offline, you can comment, you can share, and do a whole lot of things there. And you can go ahead and tell us and give us your feedback on the same. So download it today. Ni free kama maziwa ya Nyayo. That's all the time we had for the online brief. Over to Kirigo and the band. Good morning.